lawn dude-abides. Today we are doing a step 1 spray treatment. This includes the crabgrass, weed control, fertilizer. First round, generally we do a dry fertilizer for the first round, but we've been seeing a lot of weeds pop, so we're spraying weeds today. Towards the end of the step 1, our step 1 process, like I said, is usually dry, but towards the end of it, we usually switch over to a liquid product because we start to see the weeds pop a lot more. You know, you just got to be flexible when you're doing this type of work. Customers start to see the weeds piling up, and then you treat them with that granular that doesn't kill any weed control or kill any weeds. They're going to be burning the phone lines down to get you out there to try and get you to do another application immediately. So to avoid that, people towards the end of the step 1, they get the liquid application. That way we don't have to go back and do a service call, because at the Greenskeeper we do service calls for free. You call us and let us know you have weeds or specific issues in the lawn. If it's chargeable, we can definitely charge you for it. You know, for instance, a fungus or some nutsedge, or like some wild violet. You got some wild violet that's tough to kill, kind of like this stuff right here. Speak of the devil, that's the wild violet right there, and it is hard to kill. But so like this is their step 1 round treatment, so I'll spray that wild violet now. By the time we come back for our next round, we'll use a better product to knock it out the rest of the way. It's pretty awesome. We actually pay for the good products. I'm not gonna bash any other companies, but you know, some companies don't go above and beyond and take that next step, spend the extra money. My boss, Bob, he takes that extra step. He wants to give the best lawn care he can provide. All right, I'm gonna go out this gate. I usually don't, but it's hard to get over here with those cars in the driveway. Our hose is made of rubber, so I wanna make sure I don't cross under those tires, because rubber and rubber do not mix. Makes for a bad day. You get pulled back from that hose, from those tires, getting stuck on, or from the hose getting stuck on those tires. It's never good. So that's why we try and get what we can while we're back here, so we don't have to return to that other side and do the treatment. Because as you can see, this hose gets caught on everything. I'm loving you. All right, I gotta do this little wonky. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way as long as you get 100% of the lawn done. Sometimes you just got to go out of your way, kind of do a different pattern, just to get it done and not run over their plants with your hose, because that's a big thing. People don't like to see their hose flattened, or their plants flattened by a hose. Now most of the time this grass stuff right here, it's not going to bother anything. You even hit it with the weed control, it's not going to bother anything. It's grass. Weed control is designed to be sprayed on grass. So All right, so now we return to the front. I'm gonna pull my hose back towards that truck. Spray the boulevard. And y'all know the boulevard, it's green day. I've explained it. If not, Billy Joe might explain it to you one day if you meet him. All right, see where I left off? You can see it all down that wall. That's why we spray houses. I've said in other videos, it's not gonna hurt anything. Just kind of lets you know where you're at. Same with the sidewalks, cover them. Spray before you start. So what I do when I turn is I do a 3-step. Oh man, that's not good. All right, well, as I was explaining, what I do when I turn, I do a 3-step, 1, 2, 3, and that's my turnaround. That's just my stride. I mean, everybody's stride's different. I'm 5'10", 5'9", so my stride's a little different than, you know, say somebody's 6'4". You know, you just got to figure out your steps. And so, like, maybe somebody was 6'4", maybe take 2 steps instead of the 3. But that's my turnaround. All right. And that treatment is pre-emergent crabgrass control. You know, it's also got a weed control in it. They only needed it in the back. Out here in the front, man, this place is immaculate. So what I did was I lined up my hose with the gate to get inside the gate. And when I pulled my hose out of it, I pulled it back to the truck and then dropped it at the truck when I got back to it. That way I could treat everything down the boulevard and get everything on that left-hand side of the house done. And I knew I had enough hose to do that. Then treat it all back. Now I have it all lined up perfectly with that gate to where I can just reel it in and then obviously close the gate when you're done. Man, I will be happy to get back into my truck. I like my reel a lot better than this new one. Although I still make it look pretty good, even though it's messed up in a couple spots. Make it easy. Said make it easy, dude. We're taking. You always want to know where that gun is so it's not flopping against your truck. All right, let's go close that gate. We are the priest of the temple of Syrinx. Operator Guilta. All right, guys, that concludes another episode of The Lawn Dude Abides. Please like and subscribe if you like my channel, if you like what's going on, if you like to learn a little bit, and my corny jokes. That's it.